Hello, I'm re-recording a video that has already been up on YouTube. This is the second part to my farming little guide type thing. For whatever reason, it ended up being the exact same length as the previous video I uploaded. I wasn't really sure why, so I went back to check, and like the file sort of stops after a certain time. It must be a massive coincidence that it's the exact same runtime as the other video I made, and it missed off like the whole tree run bit. So I'm going to have to just do it again. So this time I'm going to start with the trees instead of starting with the fruit trees. I'll do the fruit trees second. So yeah, basically, as I explained previously, which you won't actually know, I don't have any trees to plant to show you. I can just show you the route I take and what to take and stuff. So I've just got these as like an example in my inventory. So first off, yeah, if you check your tool belt, I would advise filling this thing up, because you can use pretty much everything you need for farming from your tool belt. As you can see, it's all here. So that's one thing you're going to want to do if you're going to be doing any lengthy farming. And also, if you are never sure what you think you'll need for payments, just go on the farming skill page and click whatever it is, and it'll tell you what you need to pay. Like for instance there it says to pay for a willow tree you need to pay 1 basket of apples, and that's basically it. That's all you need to know for that. So I've got, these would be my saplings. There are 5 spread across Runescape. This would be my payments for them, for whichever one it would be. You have to bring a decent hatchet for doing the wood tree runs, because you're going to be cutting the trees down. You can pay the farmers to cut them down for you, but it's much more beneficial to bring an axe, cut them yourself, and either keep the logs or do what I do, which is to just burn the logs. And because I have a tinderbox on my tool belt, I don't need to actually bring one with me. So first things first, I'm going to go to Lumberage, which is where I start this whole process. Like I've said, it's not the most ideal way, I wouldn't imagine. It's probably not the fastest. This is just the way I go about it. You can choose your own order, but at least if you're new to farming, you know where all the tree patches are after watching this video. As I said, my herb run, that may not be the best or the perfect run, but it's what I prefer to do, and the same applies to the fruit trees as well. So yeah, there's a patch just behind Lumberage Castle. I have a magic tree planted from when I was getting 99 farming. It's just quite a while ago now. But yeah, this is the first one, so you chop it down if you got the ads, and then if you want you burn the logs and then pay the farmer. Obviously, like I said, you can get them to chop it down for you. You don't get any logs for doing that or anything, it just gets chopped down and then it's gone. So it's just a quicker way to do it if you're not that bothered about getting the logs. So the second place I would end up going is to go to Falador, because there's 2 in quite close proximity if you go to Falador. And I just think this order sort of flows kind of nicely, if you will. And I do my fruit trees, my tree runs and my herb runs all separately. I just feel like it breaks everything up quite nicely instead of mixing them together. Right, so yeah, this will be your second one. You can burn your logs here in a nice line if you want to. So number 3 is over at Tavali. I believe you can, instead of bringing Falador runes, you could just use the new Falador home port. So you could pick that from your home teleport up here, and then you end up here, which brings you close to both of them. I just brought Falador teleport runes just for speed, and the same for Varrock. The Varrock one is quite close, so these home teleports now really do sort of come in handy for farming. You could also maybe do the Berthorpe teleport to get to this one, but it's probably not necessary because the Falador one is closer. But you know, it's entirely up to you. There's a bank close by to that one, so anyway, this will be number 3. After this I go to Varrock, because I think this sets me up quite nicely for the final tree that I will end up going to, which is at Tree Gnome Stronghold. So yeah, I have my teleport here, but if you do the Varrock teleport, the Varrock home teleport, it takes you just south of Varrock, near one of the south entrances. Not the entrance. Is it that entrance? I'm just trying to think now. I can't remember if it's the entrance where I think was the demon called Delrith. I don't know. I was a free-to-play member for Demon Slayer. It might be there, that little area, or it may be the other entrance. There's 2 that I remember. Either way, it's down there in the south somewhere. So yeah, this will be the 4th and the 5th and final one. You know, after paying for these and replanting them and whatnot, would be over at Tree Gnome Stronghold, and I'll just show you where that is as well. And then I'll move on to fruit trees. So for this method, you're going to want to be able to use spirit trees. The same will go for my fruit tree run, and for that you're also going to need like 82 farming and the ability to plant your own spirit trees, and things like that just help for farming. You can find your own way around. You just like move the order of your runs around what is available to you. So for instance, if you can't use spirit trees for getting to Brimhaven to get to one of the fruit tree patches, just, you know, find a way to use a boat to charter your way there, you know, anything. So yeah, this is the final magic tree. I actually got 99 woodcutting pretty much here. It was a solitary couple of months on magic trees, but anyway, I'm going to move on to fruit trees now, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I have my inventory ready to start fruit trees now. You pretty much know the basics. What we're doing with this, there are 6 now since the release of Herblore Habitat. I also have a Calcat sapling, which is decent. After I think it's 72 farming, you get like 12k XP farming XP a day. That's the payment for the Calcat, and this will be my payments for the 6 regular fruit trees if I was planting any. I also have a teleport crystal to get me to Laletia, if you can get there. I think you need to do the first morning's ends, or at least start it to be able to get these. I have a Juju teleport spirit bag, which can be bought from, I think his name is Papa Mambo, the guy at Herblore Habitat. And I also have teleports to Camelot and Varrock. Of course, you can mix and match in your own way to whatever you need to do, but this is my way of doing it. So I start at Camelot. I like to start a lot of things at Camelot, not quite sure why. It's just a good sort of base of operations. Just make your way to the beach, which is where the first one. It's over near the mountain. I guess you can use the gliders to get to the mountain and run down, but I find just teleporting a lot easier. So this is where the first one would be. While I'm here I may as well pick whatever coconuts are there. Okay, and because you don't need a decent hatchet at all, you can just use the bronze one you have in your tool belt, which should be full by now. So use your produce on the leprechaun to note them, pay your farmer, and then move on. So from here, go to Varrock. Again, having the teleport moved from using the diaries to near the Grand Exchange, speeds this little bit up a little bit. You're going to be wanting to run into the Spirit Tree again, because there's two, well actually there's three that connect through the Spirit Tree. Well, there is for me anyway. So use a Spirit Tree and we'll go to the Stronghold again, but this time we're doing a Fruit Tree obviously, which is right next to the tree, so you don't have to go looking for it. So here it is, just north of the agility place. Spent a long time at this agility place getting 99 agility, but so again, pick your coconuts, chop it down, pay for it, and you're done. Where's that leprechaun gone? There he is. Oops, don't want to talk to it at all, I want to teleport. There we go. Teleport, and this time we'll go to the village. Okay, once you've done the Trinon village quest, you can talk to this Elkoi guy here after squeezing through the fence. He just takes you outside so you don't have to use the maze anymore, which is handy. So yeah, it's just here. This is another one. Pick my coconuts. So if you spam click, by the way, you pick them faster. You can sort of skip the animation for it. Okay, now we'll go back to Elkoi. Follow him back through. And now this is where being able to plant your own spirit tree comes into play, because I have mine at Brimhaven. As you can see, I have an extra one in the list. So if you don't have one planted here at Brimhaven, then your best bet to get here is you could glory teleport and run from Karamja. That's a bit tedious. Or you can go to anywhere with a boat like that you can charter, or go to Ardone and get a boat from there and come to Brimhaven that way. And the dock's like right north where I'm stood, as you can see. So that's quite an easy route to take. Okay, and then from here I go south to my Calcat sapling. So this is what you need 72 farming for. If you don't have 72, then this bit is obviously just skipped. But I would recommend doing these when you get 72 farming, because just the XP they give you, and they really don't cost a lot to buy anymore. I know when I was doing this, I think the seeds are like double the price they are now, maybe even more than that. So it's quite expensive. But yeah, mine's still growing, so you cut yours, replant it, and you pay Imiago, you pay him 8 poison ivy berries. So they're not expensive to pay for either, although the Calcat fruits do seem pretty damn useless. So from here, now you go to Herbal Habitat, if you want to anyway. You have to buy those pouches from Papamambo. Where are they? There. I was totally blind there. So they're like 2k each. But you know, if you value the experience from the tree, the extra tree you can get, then you may as well do this. So you have to run and then climb over this thing, and then you have a tree here. I'm not going to pick the stuff from it because orange is useless, and I only have the orange tree planted for attracting Jedinkos. But yes, you can use this patch for anything. I guess this guy looks after it for you as well. So then finally, you want to go to Lolettia with the teleport crystal. And this is your final one. and I come here last because there's a bank right here. So pick your coconuts, and you're done with tree farming. So yeah, I hope this helped. I hope it works this time, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.